Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great day. So I am so excited because I received the products that I ordered from the Greetery from their July 2020 release. All right, so I did not order the entire line, but I ordered some of the line and it is absolutely gorgeous. If you guys don't know the Greetery, I just discovered it earlier this year, like since the pandemic has started. So I've been home, I've been crafting and shopping for more crafting supplies. And let me just show you. So I made this card here. I can zoom in. So I made this card here, and so this is all flat, but I added this river, mountains, and they have this beautiful part of the July release called the it's the destination. Sorry, I should have wrote this down. Destination stamp set. And so you can get this stamp set here. There are matching dies, which I already have detached mine. Oopsies. There are stencils. So there's these stencils here. There's a set of 4 stencils. So that's what I used on my card. Is I used this stencil here. There's actually this stencil here, and then this stencil is cool because it comes with this extra bit that can be used to create a waterfront. So this can be water, and they all look like little maps. And you get all of these icons in the stamp set. I actually stamped them out. I just on some scratch paper, and they layer, so you can do the tree, and then do the branch. These layer together. It comes with 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 different sentiments. And here's the rest of it. It has this cute little house. I think those are waves. It has mountains, a little arrow for you or here a car. They all go together. And then you also get this wonderful guide that shows you how to layer everything. I'm so excited. I want to show how to use the set and make a card very similar to this one here. So let's get started.
Okay, so something I forgot to show in my intro video is the die set. There are 4 die sets as part of the destination stamp release, but I only bought that one, and I'm going to show using that later. And then the other thing I noticed is on the Greetery's packaging, they have this awesome, I think it's called like QRC code. And you can scan it to go to their blog, get inspiration. I can't remember if I have that scanner on my phone, so I haven't tried it yet, but it is in the back of all of their packaging. So if you try it, let me know. Now, all of the inks I'll be using for today's video will be the new Concord 9th inks. I bought the mini cube set for lots of reasons. One of the biggest ones, space. And I stamped them all out. I have not created official swatches yet, but I know there's a lot of other great videos out there showing these inks and showing them swatched, but I'll be using all of these inks. So I'm going to go ahead and speed everything up. I want to do some ink blending using the Concord 9th inks, and I really wanted to try them out because I tried stamping with them, but I was like, let's see how they ink blend. And you want to know what? They ink blend great. I'm going to link all of the color combinations that I used below in the description. But and also, sorry, along at my blog. But I love these inks. They blend it very smoothly. And the other thing is that the colors work so well together because I bought the full set. The colors complement each other so nicely. That right there is the Stardust, which I am in love with that color. There's some vibrant colors, there's dark colors, there's neutrals. I mean, I feel like they hit everything. So this is the stencil I was telling you about. I actually realized these have names. It's called Waterfront Map A and then Map B, and B is the water. And is that not cool or what? I mean, you can just create a little waterfront. And I was thinking too, like you could add like spray glitter over the entire stencil. I just didn't feel like cleaning my stencil off, but you could do a whole lot with that. You know, you could even, I guess, make the sand part blue and make like little islands. I don't know. This is the stencil that I used on the card that I showed you before. And I saw on, I think the Greetery blog, someone used the stencil, but they used like a very, very pale blue. Anyhow, that made me want to use like a pink look. And I know land isn't pink, but you know, you can use your imagination, do whatever you want. Now for the last card I'm making today, I actually wanted to use the die because I hadn't used it yet. And so I was like, how can I use this? How can I use this? So I cut that out and I grabbed my pressing seal because I wanted to keep all of those white pieces. The thing is I want to actually use different colors to do the die inlay, but I do want to keep these white pieces for a future project. I think they're going to come in handy. They're already cut, and there's no sense in throwing those out. I just want the outer part. So there we go. I'm saving those. Now I'm also going to be cutting those exact same shapes, but from other pieces of paper. So I grabbed cardstock. This is from the Stamp Market. I think it's Emerald Isle, and I can't remember the name of the blue color. I'll have to link it below. But I just got these. This is such sturdy cardstock. And unfortunately, I didn't invest in the Concord 9th cardstock, so that's why I reached for these. Otherwise, I would have used that cardstock along with the ink. But if you don't know, the new Concord 9th, 2020 ink release, there are also cardstocks that are dyed to match. And eventually, I know I will buy them. So I'm doing the same thing with these. I'm going to preserve these pieces because I'm going to use them for the die cut inlay later, but I don't want them going everywhere, and I don't want to, have difficulty. All right, so I sped it up again because I am taking the icon set to the right, and I'm just stamping a bunch of icons in different colors that I'm thinking will match the ink blending. I already did. So I'm just going to stamp, 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 stamp. And first of all, I love that heart. And then the little trees. Okay, I realized I did the trees backwards. You're supposed to stamp the branches and then stamp the tree part. They're like labeled E1 and E2 or B1 and B2. Anyhow, I figured that out. I'm sorry for my head getting in the way there. But I really like how these all stamped. One of my other favorites are these mountains. All right, so yeah, look at those mountains. It's cute. They have a little mountain detail. I stamped, a few pages worth of these. I stamped it on 110 Nina Solar White cardstock. I want them to be thick, not too flimsy for when I glue them on top of the card. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut everything out. So you don't need to see that part. I cut everything out. And check it out. I got little tiny mountains and hearts. I've got everything you could possibly need to create cute little scenes. I'm pretty stoked. All right. Have all of our backgrounds stenciled. I have the die cut I made. I have the parts for the inlays. I'm going to go ahead and start putting all of these cards together. The next thing is I need to stamp the sentiments. And this video was getting very long, so I did cut all of that. But I used all sentiments from the stamp set. And I'm using my Picket Fence black ink. And I'm just stamping them a few times because it's going on top of these other colors. I wanted to make sure that it's crisp. And I'll just be honest, I was too lazy to heat emboss it. It would have stood out great. I was too tired to do it. So I just stamped it, a few times, 3 or 4 times with the black ink. And the Picket Fence ink I love because it can be used for Copic markering and watercolor and whatnot. All right, this one was one of my favorites. I love die cut inlay. It's just that it takes so long. But the way I did it, it didn't take long because I just cherry picked. And you could do this with multiple colors. You could pick different colors, and as long as you preserve them, somehow you can just easily pick the piece you need and put it in. Like next time I might try it and use 3 colors instead of 2. But I love these colors from the Stamp Market. And I did pop that outline just on top of a note card that I folded. I think that is from Cards and Pockets. That is their Spearmint, one of my favorite colors from them. I think it actually might be discontinue now, unfortunately. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and finish the die cut inlay. And then the part that I can't wait for, I consider this is all fun, but the fun part is I can play around with, all of the different icons and figure out exactly what I'm going to be doing. So before I put the icons on, here's what the cards look like on their card bases with the sentiments. And I stamped the sentiments first because I didn't want to have to figure it out later and have the space covered up with the little icons. And then this one, I will add a sentiment before, or really I'm adding it when I do the icons because it's 3D. I didn't want to stamp. All right, I sped it up again. I hope this doesn't make anybody sick. I'm sorry. I just was trying to shorten the video, and this is just me taking all of the icons, kind of a bird's eye view, and I'm literally just playing around and figuring out where I want everything to go. I thought I had stamped and cut enough so that I didn't have to stamp and cut more. So this is This is one of my favorite. I like them all, but I love this die cut inlay. And I decided to use the heart, and then I did the sentiment as you are here. And I used the little arrows. You see that? You can cut out the arrow. And it's like, you're here in my heart. So just one. The other ones I did assemble off camera, but I will show them to you. Ta-da! So these are all done now. All 4 are done. I know that was kind of long. It did take me an afternoon playing around, doing all the ink blending, but it was really fun. And I will say this stamp set is so forgiving. I mean, you can arrange these icons however you like. It's like there's no wrong answer, It's like all above apply. Yeah, all roads lead home. I love that in the little tiny house. Oh my gosh. This one with the die cut inlay, I think it's one of my favorites because it's using flat foam tape and it just looks awesome. The mountain range. Oh, and I did add Spectrum Noir sprinkle to all of these in different places. And if you go to the Greetery website, there actually is a summer destination set that has awesome icons you can stamp just for the beach scene. But that is actually it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you were inspired. This set is amazing. I love the Greetery. They're my new favorite. Please go to my blog to check out more photos. Follow me on Instagram. And if you liked this video and want to see more, please like and subscribe to my channel below. I hope you have a great week that is ahead of you. And I will see you soon. Bye.